Hello, Davison. Superintendent Kevin Brown coming to you with yet another virtual edition of Brown's blog. As all of us know, last week the governor extended her stay-at-home order through May 28th. And that's causing us to have to reschedule some of the things that we had planned on doing near the end of this month. I know that we had planned for our seniors to come back on May 26th and May 28th in order to turn in books and materials owned by the district, pick up any awards, certificates, yearbooks, things of that nature, and clean out their lockers if need be. Obviously, that's going to have to be rescheduled. I do know that Principal Jacobs is now looking at the second week in June for seniors. He's looking at June 9th and June 10th. He will be sending out a communication either later today or tomorrow that details how that's going to work. We still will have to limit the number of students on site at any one time, ask students to wear masks, and also maintain social distancing. I know that the alternative ed Principal Pigger is also going to be sending out a communication. He is planning on having alternative students who are seniors come in and do the same things on June 11th. Principal Jacobs has also now identified some dates for our underclassmen. Our 11th graders can drop off things and pick up anything they need or clean their lockers out on June 12th and 15th, sophomores on June 16th and 17th, and our freshmen on June 18th and 19th. And again, both Principal Pigger and Principal Jacobs will be sending out communications probably later today, if not tomorrow, that details the plan for how this will all take place. I also wanted to talk a little bit more about graduation and even return to school in the fall. As you know, we've been weighing all of our options for graduation. And while I have not yet given up hope that we can actually have a graduation ceremony, possibly an open air ceremony at Cardinal Stadium with social distancing and limited participation and attendance and masks and that kind of thing, with each passing day, the chances of that happening seem to be diminishing. So we are going to start looking at the option of a virtual ceremony. I know that Principal Jacobs is working with DTV instructor Randy Scott on what that might look like. And we're also looking at some possible venues in order to hold a ceremony like that. You may have seen in the news that Grand Blanc is using the US 23 drive-in. We're going to look at that as an option as well. There are some other options that we're also kicking around. I do want to thank, I've had a number of parents contact me directly and send messages through our website and through social media with suggestions, with ideas, and that's great. I mean, we're open to all of those things. You know, we want to do whatever we can to honor our kids and provide them whatever rites of passage we can during this very unprecedented time. It's you know, we're not saying no to any ideas. We're trying to consider all of them and come up with what's probably going to be our best option. So stay tuned for that. We're hoping to have more information for you soon. But again, I hate to just throw in the towel on the actual ceremony. If there's a way to make that happen, I really want to try to do that. As far as the fall of next year, I mean, we're already starting to get questions now about coming back to school in August. The rumors are out there that you know, sports seasons are going to be canceled, that school is not going to continue in the fall, or if it does, it's going to look a lot different. All of those things are possibilities. Again, I just don't know. I've had to say that a lot lately when asked some of the questions that are out there. And quite frankly, I just don't know. We're all trying to kind of figure this out. If it's up to me, we're coming back to school on in mid-August, and we're running school like we always have. But we also need to know that we need to have options available. So we're working on some of those options. I know that the distance learning program has, well, it's been helpful, but it's not the same as traditional education. So just like with graduation, we're keeping all our options open. We're looking at a lot of different possibilities. We will communicate those things to you as soon as we have some answers or at least some ideas. But as of right now, we just don't know yet what the fall is going to look like. The last thing that I want to talk to you about, there are going to be a few changes in our food service program for the next couple of weeks as we come into the Memorial Day holiday. Next week, we will have our food service distribution on Monday, like we always do, on Wednesday, like we always do. But there will be no food distribution on Friday of that week, so that we can give our food service employees, who are very deserving, a long holiday weekend. So we're going to move our food distribution next week to Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And students will receive multiple meals on both Wednesday and Thursday to get them through the long weekend, because as you know, Monday will be Memorial Day, and we're not going to have food service on that day as well. That's May 25th. We will resume on May 27th on Wednesday, and go back to our normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday pattern. You'll be getting a communication from my office in writing, which spells all of this out, but just want to give everybody a heads up. So hang in there, be patient, know that we are trying to provide you the answers as soon as they become apparent to us. But there's still a lot of unknown and a lot of guesswork going on. But we'll try to keep you posted as much as possible. So continue to stay home, continue to stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you, Davison.